You ever wake up on Christmas morning, go downstairs or down the hall, depending on, whatever your house size was, and you'd see that tree, you'd see the snow outside, and then you notice that all of the presents had a giant piece of shit on them. Well, that's kind of what happened today. And I don't really want to sugarcoat it too much because I'm really upset, but I can't really talk about the game. I got to play it for maybe like 20 minutes tops, if that. And the gameplay that I experienced was fine with a couple exceptions that I'll get to later in the video. But overall, this is probably the experience most, if not everyone, experienced today. And that's kind of upsetting and quite alarming, actually. If you were around from noon today to, God, what is it, 10 p.m. right now, you may have noticed this screen. And it doesn't come as a surprise that there's going to be issues with a launch or release, but this wasn't either of those things. This was a demo, and the fact that it was a demo kind of makes me scratch my head because A, this is a older version of the demo, or the game I should say, as stated by the publisher, and B, it's a demo. It's supposed to be a finished product. This shouldn't be an issue. If it was labeled maybe as a beta or alpha test or something like that, like I could at least understand, okay, this is a work in progress and we're going to make strides towards fixing it. But this is a demo. This is the finished product. So that means that not only is this weekend going to be terrible and was terrible, that means next weekend is going to be equally as bad, if not worse, and then launch is going to be a clusterfuck. Not I swear, because launch is going to have more people. But at this rate, it could also have far, far fewer people because this launch was that bad. I woke up today early. I was excited. I was going to play Anthem. I've been looking forward to this game. There was skepticism. There was positive things to think about. And I went into it with a fairly open mind thinking it's probably going to be pretty good. Maybe there's going to be some bugs. Maybe there'll be a queue or something like that. I didn't really expect to be kind of twiddling my thumbs for 9.5 hours. Yes, 9.5 hours, and I still cannot play the game. I get stuck on a loading screen and I just stay there. But according to EA Help, everything should be fixed, right? Right? Well, not for me. Maybe if you're lucky, you're able to play the game and enjoy it. And I gotta say, the game looks pretty fun, but I've only been able to spectate, unfortunately. Of the 20 minutes or so of gameplay I've got to experience, it was good. The content was challenging, especially I guess you could call it the boss fight in one of the instances I did. But, I mean, today was just awful. Let me give you a rundown of exactly what happened to me. Well, I woke up early, actually, so I was even more anticipating the awesomeness that was going to be this game, right? When I eventually did log in, and it was fairly soon, I even got in before other streamers, like big streamers, and felt kind of proud of myself, better than them. But what happened next was really confusing. So I start the story, I talk to a couple people, it's clunking along and it's just not a great experience so far. The motion blur refused to turn off, so that was really fun, but I was like, hey, there's a bajillion and a half people here, move on with our lives, right? So then I get to the loading screen, and as you see, it just froze, and I didn't know what to do, so I just stayed on it because I was afraid that if I logged out, then I'd have to re-queue, and then I'd be in the back of the queue, and I didn't really know what was going on there, so I just hung out for a long time and closed the game. Then it wouldn't let me log back in, not even to this loading screen. It just straight up didn't log me back in. I had to completely shut my computer off, restart it in order to get back into the game. So that was pretty cool. After that, I logged back in and it said, good job, you completed the mission, to which I just immediately started laughing because, okay, After that, I went back to town. I did more talkie. I was like, okay, we'll do the next quest and it'll be great. And then it froze again. And it was not good. It was not my favorite time. To then I said, okay, I'll just play some other game and eventually this will get taken care of. But as you've seen, it was 9:30 when I basically decided to start making this video, and I still was stuck on loading screens. I cannot play this game. It has been now 10 hours and I am unable to play Anthem, the game that I have paid $80 for because I got the Legion of Dawn set. I mean, I'm into skins. I like skins. Sue me. But it's ridiculous on an epic scale how big of a catastrophe this was. And it's not just me. There is no reason. There is literally no reason that this should have happened or should have even come close to happening. Other people are comparing it to other launches that had problems. And Overwatch, oh, it had a huge problem, blah, blah, blah. Overwatch lasted for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and that was a launch. That was the game, and then it was fine. This is a demo. Let that sink in. This is a demo. This isn't even the full population of the game, and it's still broken 9.5 hours later. I don't know that there's really anything they can do to fix this by next weekend or tomorrow or even for the rest of this particular demo. I don't get why it's called a VIP demo if I can't even play when I purchased for the VIP demo. It'd be like if you purchased a VIP pass to a concert and then once you got to the door, they said, no, actually you go home now. You'd be mad. You'd be upset because you are not getting what you paid for. And I paid to have access to the game and I don't have access to the game. Instead, I have loading screens. I have the inability to launch from the Origin launcher. Enough ranting. Today was a mess. I'm still retaining hope that eventually, and by eventually, I mean tomorrow or Sunday, that I will be able to play the game. But here's basically what I got to experience in the game. And honestly, it's all going to be negative stuff because fuck them. I don't really care to have any of their support right now. So flight in this game is awful. I don't think I can't foresee me like ever getting a good hang of flight in this game. If you move your mouse too far, or I suppose control stick too far to the left or the right, your character will immediately lose control and you can never correct it. I mean, of course I'm garbage. I only had 10 minutes to figure out how to even play the game, but it was so non-intuitive. Maybe if you play flight simulators, it's spot on and it gives you that kind of sense of awesomeness. I just want to look cool and fly around and it should be relatively easy. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm bad at gaming. Whatever you want to put in, it doesn't feel good though. I have it at 0% and I'm still flying all over the place. And I know you could be thinking like, well, maybe you have a bajillion and a half DPI. No, I have a reasonable 1600 DPI mouse. I had it at 0%. My in-game sensitivity was 20%. I don't know how the flight mechanics were that unnatural and that uncomfortable. Aside from that, everything else was fairly okay. You can't sprint in town, which I don't know why, but it made walking around really awful. So I would definitely change that. But please, dear God, if you're going to do anything for the next demo or even launch, please fix flight, because that's all I got to experience in the game is just flying around. And I wish that I could show you some of that, but the times that I was able to play, I was doing it at a test run because this was 6 hours later and I wasn't streaming anymore. I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. And I was able to play the game for, like I said, 20 minutes before it crashed on me once again. So I'm sorry I don't have any footage to really describe it, but flying Oh my boy, it does not feel good. So I really, really hope they fix that come launch day or even tomorrow or at any point. Just please fix that. I would love to talk more about it. But like I said, I can't get in. And as far as I know, there are many, many people that are in the same boat as me. And hopefully, this rant offers a sense of catharsis to anyone else out there that felt the same way or is having the same issues. You are not alone. And I'm going to try and stream it tomorrow on Saturday after I get off work and cross my fingers. Hope it works. Because I do want to make content for the game. It does look fun. Of what I played, it was enjoyable. So hopefully I'll be able to make guides and get some stuff out within the next couple days. But, well, we'll see if I can log in tomorrow. So if not, then I guess I'll just have to wait like everyone else. And if I can, then you guys will see everything that I can possibly put down. And if there's anything you want to see, just put it down in the comments and I'll see if I can make a video of it, or if I already have plans to make a video of it. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave this pile of vent stew out here for you, and see you guys in the next one.